And Tony loved the art. And so he had contacted Woody because let's do a split single together. And Woody said, sure, talk to Todd. So here I am getting this call from Tony or talking on the phone. And he goes, yeah, I'd love to do a split single with you. Are you kidding? To me, Tony Reed, right? He's God. And so we did. We put out the very first split single we ever did it was Stone Axe, Not Moss Generator, and Mighty High. And it's a cool single. I think it's probably sold out. There might be a few lying around someplace if you guys want one. But that led the conversation. So at that same conversation, while my mom's eating her Mother's Day brunch, as Tony and I are talking, he also kind of drops the ball. He goes, by the way, Stone Axe 1's out of print. Would you like to redo that one too? I said, yeah. And he goes, okay. And we're thinking of doing another Stone Axe record. Would you be interested? Yeah. And he goes, well, and it's been a while, but Moss Generator hasn't done anything in 5 years. At that time, they hadn't reformed yet. Moss was done. And he goes, our first record's coming up on its 5-year anniversary. Would you be interested in doing a special deluxe record CD digital combination of that? I'm like, yeah. So I come on, what, right? And so in some ways we were partly responsible for Moss Generator reforming, by doing that. And then we put out the Nomads record as the band was going again. And we were, of course, working with Stone Axe at the time. So Tony Reed became like the unofficial third member of Ripple. He's done an inordinate amount of mastering of the records. He's recorded some of the band. He's Tony Reed, right? I mean,
sure.
And he's a great guy. And we've had great stories to tell you about going up to his man cave up in Washington area and just having a great time there. So when Tony came on, and now I'm working with Stone Axe, which if you think about it, is totally in my wheelhouse, right? They were free. They were early Bad Company. I mean, they were the faces. It's just they were real, and that kind of led me deeper down into what was developing at that time as the underground stoner doom scene. And as I started exploring there, I realized this is my music. This is where I belong. And that's what set the framework for the label. So I give Tony Reed a lot of credit for giving us the focus that later became Ripple.